we actually saw these flames and smoke from clear across the city. And wanted to show you can see the flames out here now. The fire department just now pulling up, but you can see obviously dark black smoke, big flames. It looks like an apartment complex right now. Again, we're in the northeast part of the valley, right near Las Vegas Boulevard and Lamb, Nellis area. Wanted to give you an idea, but you are definitely going to see this if you live anywhere near the northeast part of the valley.
Yasmin, can you see any people? I mean, I'm hoping no one's inside.
We are actually still a little ways away. We're able to show you exactly what's going on because our camera is able to zoom in, but we're getting closer right now. And it looks like we can see some people around in the parking lot at the very least. And police department, fire department just now getting here. So there are some people in the area, but hopefully everyone made it out of the apartment itself. And there's the fire department out there right now as well.
Yeah, and I see children in pajamas. It looks like they're wearing pajamas out there. So they obviously raced out of their homes very quickly, wondering what was going on. And we're really hoping that no one's in there. It looks like it's burning hot and big right now, Yasmin, as the fire department just arrives to take a look and put some water on this.
Right, and again, I can tell you, we saw this from miles and miles away, especially with, I mean, look at the flames out here. It is startling to see exactly what's going on. And with the fire department just getting out here, this could be burning for at least a couple of minutes. So if you live in the area wondering what's going on, you can see smoke coming from all areas of this apartment complex. And we are talking about an apartment complex, so a lot of people living in this area, a lot of structures very, very close together, and vehicles also right here.
Yeah, you can even see some of the responders there with masks on. This is burning pretty big here as you get over it. You know, sometimes we show up and sometimes the fire is out, but it looks like this is just fully on, and you can see the thick black smoke, which means, you know, they're still haven't even started to tackle it yet here to get some of those flames out and get it to that white smoke where we can see actually some improvement. So like you said, it looks like a lot of people out in the parking lot we've been seeing, and hopefully all those buildings evacuated. But it does look like a big response right now, and this is going to take a little to get out.
Yeah, we're seeing multiple agencies responding. Yellow truck in the front, Clark County, red truck in the back, Las Vegas or North Las Vegas. And so several agencies now teaming up to try and fight this fire. And we just saw firefighters pulling hoses off the engines and trying to get around to attack this fire. And we see folks standing outside as well. Yasmin, Chopper 13 getting a little bit closer now to the fire as you guys fly over the area. But you said you could see it from miles away.
We've been giving you the major intersections right near Cheyenne and Nellis, but in case you do live closer to the area, the specific area we're talking about is Algiers Drive, so right near Marion. And yeah, you can see more and more fire departments coming out here, a bigger response. But wanted to let you know exactly what's going on, and we're going to stay on top of this for you.
Yeah, Yasmin, we'll check back in with you here in just a moment, but Justin was just telling us winds at about 15 miles an hour in that specific neighborhood right now. So you're seeing the smoke really blow, which means it's going to travel, and people are going to see the smoke from quite a ways away, and they're going to be wondering what's happening. So Chopper 13 fast and first over this fire burning near Cheyenne and Nellis as we see firefighters hooking up hoses to hydrants and trying to get some water on this fire and wandering around taking a look, trying to come up with the best plan of attack.
I can tell you we can feel the wind pretty significantly above this fire right now, so definitely I can't imagine it's making things easier for the firefighters out here on the ground trying to battle this right now.
Yeah, and I was looking at the exact address. It's Algiers Street, I think you may have mentioned as well, and it does have an actual apartment complex number. So we do know that obviously it is apartments, and we can tell as we look up there, but up in the northeast part of the valley. So if folks live up there, they know that area over near Marion Drive. That's where the fire is right now.
Yeah, we can see through the smoke, we can see a firefighter bringing a hose right up to what looks like the front door of that apartment complex. And so we'll watch as they break down this door, or perhaps it's unlocked. It looks like maybe he's opened the door or tried to get in there. I bet a bunch of smoke will come shooting out. As they gain entry into that apartment. It looks like an upstairs apartment that's on fire there. And yep, they've opened the door, they've made their way in, and they'll make their way back to, you know, wherever the fire originated and try to get it knocked down.
It looks like they're bringing the hose up through that door. There's a few of them up on that second level right there in that apartment complex, but multiple firefighters also on the ground surrounding this complex, surrounding this building specifically, obviously, where the fire is currently burning. But again, these buildings are very, very close together, so that's why we're, I'm sure, seeing so many firefighters out here so quickly.
Yeah, and fires like this are especially tragic in apartment complexes because obviously a family presumably lived in that apartment. They're displaced, but it also affects all of the residents around it and underneath it. And so a really tough day for those folks as they sit outside and watch their homes burn. We can see the one woman there wiping, it looks like wiping tears from her face, and her children huddled next to her. So we're glad to see family members safe, but certainly our hearts go out to families who are losing their homes this morning.
Yeah, and it looks like those kids look like maybe getting ready for school. You know, this is a terrible time, obviously, too. Any time that it happens in the middle of the night or early in the morning, people could still be sleeping, not be up yet, and that's always the fear, is everyone out of the building. And so hopefully that is the case.
So Yasmin, have you seen them putting any water on this fire yet? We still see a few flames shooting out of one of the upper windows.
I've seen them pulling the hose into the second floor of the apartment, but I haven't seen any water coming from at least the ground that I've seen. But again, these firefighters just getting out here within the last few minutes. I think that we saw this before they were even arriving. We heard the call and saw the flames pretty much instantly from across town. So this could be burning, especially like we were mentioning with this wind. It can't be helping the situation. So this could burn for a while out here, again, right near Cheyenne and Nellis.
All right, so Yasmin, we're going to keep this shot up here for a minute and then go to Justin to talk to us a little bit about the winds in that area, because boy, they were really blowing this morning.
Northeast side of the valley. The closest major weather observation site that I have is the one that's actually at Nellis Air Force Base, and it is suggesting right now 16-mile-per-hour steady breezes. A couple of hours ago, the winds right in this part of the valley were more like 25 miles per hour. So at least over the last couple of hours, the winds have diminished just a bit, but not a good situation, obviously, when you've got any wind and buildings that close together. You worry about the smoke blowing around, but you also have to worry about the flames perhaps jumping from building to building. Certainly does not look to be the case with our high-definition view from Chopper 13, but something that we and the fire departments will certainly be monitoring. If the wind were to pick up, that might make conditions worse before they could get better.
Right, you can see the bomb trees there right in the center shot kind of blowing in the wind a little bit.
Yeah.
Gives you a little bit of a sense of the breezes, at least, that they're dealing with right now. And I know Chopper 13 is circling the area. Always kind of got to keep a little bit of a distance, get around one side, and it takes a little to adjust to get to the front side where we're seeing that smoke coming out of. So we're going to make our way back around. But Yasmin, I know that is a fairly large apartment complex. As I was looking on kind of the satellite imagery, seeing there's a lot of apartment buildings in that area. And I know folks were evacuated in that general area, but were you seeing anyone else in the whole complex kind of coming out, seeing what's going on? I mean, obviously probably woke everyone up this morning.
Yeah, Dana, we're actually just now seeing the buildings right near where this fire is burning being evacuated right now. So we're seeing more and more firefighters going to these buildings right in the area, trying to get everyone out. So obviously the threat that this could spread is real right now. So trying to make sure that everybody is safe, seeing more and more people coming out to the parking lot. Difficult to see little kids in their pajamas, families huddled together out here. But firefighters trying to make sure that everybody is safe, and they are going from building to building, at least right near the fire, informing people who don't know what's going on and evacuating these buildings right now.
All right, incredible views from Chopper 13, fast and first. Also, Parker Collins is now on his way so that we can get a ground view, and also he'll be gathering information, speaking with firefighters. We see crews from Clark County, and we also see crews from North Las Vegas there. So when Parker gets on the ground, he'll be able to gather better information about exactly when this happened. And now for the first time, we're seeing some water on that fire. They may have had water up inside the apartment, but we couldn't see that. Certainly from this view, we're able to see them finally putting water on this side of the fire as crews work together to attack this one. Other firefighters, as Yasmin said, working to get more people safely out of surrounding apartments.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some improvement, and that's a good thing. As we pulled up a little bit earlier, and we'll actually get that video and show you what it looked like when we arrived in just a little bit. But right now, this is definitely improving, because we're not seeing any flames. We were seeing some really big flames shooting out of those windows, and you could actually see even pieces of the window and debris from the actual building falling to the ground. And so seeing a little bit of that white smoke, always a good sign right now as they work to get this one out.
Indigo, can you queue up for our viewers the video when we first arrived? We'll work to get that for you. In case you're just tuning in, this is a fire burning in an upper story of an apartment complex near Cheyenne and Nellis. Clark County Fire and North Las Vegas Fire on the scene. We've seen families outside in pajamas as they raced out of the building and are now watching in disbelief as their homes are in danger or may have even been lost.
We're going to take a quick break and we will be right back with more and have that video for you as well.